We were going to Menards to pick up material, and last thing I remember was putting my cigarette out before I went through the doors of Menards, and that's the only thing I remember.
My son went with Dave to go get some materials and hardware, and I went off to get some in a different part of the store. And I was probably 2 miles away, you know, where I could see him, and then all of a sudden Dave stuck his hand up like this, and he just fell to the ground. And I ran over there, and me and my son were like, "Hey, Dave," you know, kind of like just shaking him a little, "Wake up."
I was working, suddenly I heard a loud yell and someone fall. I just walked around the aisles, and there was Mr. Kopp on the floor. There were 2 men feverishly trying to revive him.
And then Mike came around the corner, and he's like, "Don't be yelling at him. Here, get back." And he jumped on him and started doing compressions.
I yelled, "Get help," twice. That's what you're supposed to do. That was the training I received. And I started doing chest compressions. I just blew everything I had into the lungs there, trying to keep things going, maybe survive, you know. And then the ambulance crew walked in, you know, right behind him. One of them reached down, pressed right here, and then he started the airbag situation on Mr. Kopp's face.
They checked for his pulse, and they said, "Well, there's nothing." So they said, "Everybody back," and they shocked him. I checked his pulse, and nothing. Then they shocked him one more time. I didn't think he was going to make it, you know, but he did.
Towards the end of my shift, I walked up to the service desk. I said, "Did anybody hear anything, you know?" And they said, "Well, he's alive in the hospital."
The cardiologist told Mary Jo and myself when I went in for my checkup after I got out of the hospital that only 5% that come in my condition survive. And for some unknown reason, here I sat. And I have no brain damage. I have no heart damage. I contribute a lot of that to Michael.
I truly believe with all my heart that if it wasn't for Mike, Dave and I wouldn't have spent this Christmas together. It would have been a whole different situation.
You would have thought I got better presents, but I didn't. Michael did it just because it was happening, not because of something that he was going to receive or something that was in it for him. He just done it, and I think that's what makes him a true hero.
He's our guardian angel. I mean, he was just sent from heaven.